So I worked in the field of neurorehabilitation since about 2000. And when I came to America, I realized that the instruments that I had developed in Italy were not going to be useful here because I didn't have FDA approval and this, and I didn't know anything about that and didn't want to be risky. So we were treating nerve damage in the feet and hands in people, neuropathy. And there was this new technology coming out that was talking about, light therapy, low level laser therapy. And I said, well, I'll give it a try and see what it does. Just so happens that it seemed to work. And these are the same type of frequencies that we use to grow the nerves back in the feet and legs and hands of our patients across the world. So it wasn't until around 2016, 17 that there was enough evidence to show that if you put light on the head, it can regenerate nerves also, or at least get them back to life. And then Dale Bredesen came up with a book called The End of Alzheimer's. And I said, that's what I've been doing. I've just been doing it on the feet. So I'm going to turn it around. I'm doing the exact same thing and it's helping the feet get better. So why don't we turn it around and get the brain better? Of course, we had people, who were coming to us and they're, if you have a numb feet, you have a numb brain, right? If you have cold feet, you have a cold brain because it's all one neuraxis. So what I did was said, well, we've already regenerated the nerves and got people's balance back and reduced their falls and their sensation comes back and their pain goes away. Let's put it on their head. Because we already had people that did that, but we were getting in trouble, being chiropractors. And we were getting in trouble for putting the lights on their feet. So if we go around and put them on their head, they'll put us in jail. But we had people that said, I can drive now. I know what I go in the closet for. Because we had to help these people. We'd have to tell them, look, don't tell anybody you're doing this, right? So in order to sell something, we didn't enough evidence. So those two things prompted me to go forward and we built a helmet, the exact same one that you had, based on the same frequencies that I used. And it's comfortable, it's portable, it fits well. We put it on the first patient that came in, patient 0, 63-year-old lady with dementia. And in 28 days, she returned to normal and her smell came back. Well, it was restored a little bit. And I was like, well, see, I think I was right. And here I am, I'm right. So now we've just been examining this and, experimenting with it and helping people. It's very, very fulfilling when you see, people who have no hope and they can't do anything, and you put the light on it and everything brightens up. The brain recharges and they come back to life. So very positive.
This does not have FDA.
It has FDA clearance.
Yep.
So
that's
clearance
what I
it's a wellness.
It
Yeah.
costs too much to do approval.
Well, the intranasal has a medical approval and wellness. So it's two different ones.
You have intranasal?
Yep. The intranasal device is two diodes that go straight to the brain, right? Doesn't feel like that. So it's up in here. It's good for the lymphatic system. It's good for detox. Red, infrared. So two different wavelengths. You can program it. You do QEEG. So you can set the program from 0 to 99 hertz and flash the brain and get it to entrain. It's pretty cool. It's much more effective for people like you who understand the oscillations of the brain and everything like that. So I think it's beneficial, especially for home care, because you could just, I think if you say to them, hey, your brain is slow, it needs to speed up, we'd like to treat you at around 13 hertz or 15 hertz, and set the thing for them and let them just go and do it.
Okay. Only thing I'm feeling is a little bit of heat. That's it. Yeah.
Well, if you could feel it, then you might, maybe you're from another planet, because you really, there's no sensation. No side effects, no reported side effects in any of the literature and all the people that did it. Nothing.
How many have done it?
thousands and thousands and thousands of any kind of brain stuff. Any kind of brain photobiomodulation, they found the same thing. Very nice. I'm glad that you have thin hair like me, because the light gets right through your brain, and that's what we like. I don't want to have to tell you.
Oh, my youngest grandson says to me, and he's 14, and he's been telling me for 4 years, Grandma, you do not have any hair. You
Well,
don't have hair.
Well, it reminded me a little bit of my mom, and she was getting thinner and thinner, and she hated all her friends that had hair. She'd look at them. I don't like her. But the point is, and I'm going to get one too, so you can get one too. But a nice little wig, put it over, keeps your head warm, looks sexy.
I tried that.
Huh?
I tried that.
But
It drove my grandsons crazy.
Oh,
They went,
okay.
"Take it off, take it off."
We have to go out. We have to go out. We have to go out. Get a red one.
What the heck? It doesn't matter. Okay.
Twice a day. Now, listen, if you're using this for yourself, it would be very beneficial if you had it at home so that you could do it just before bed and first thing in the morning. Because what we're trying to do, what we're doing that way, and I don't know, I didn't look at your order, but we use the helmet, the intranasal, and a body pad right here. And that increases the circulation up to the brain. So it fills it up, right? Then you go to sleep and it drains it out. And that's what cleans the amyloid beta and all that junk out of the brain. And in the morning, it does the same thing. It pushes it up one more time. And this carotids push up, and then the lymphatic vessels push down and suck that stuff out of you. And that's really how people get one of the, final common pathways of how this brain stuff works.
Now, is that the nasal? Is that the BioLite?
No,
nasal?
this is a device that's made in Slovakia, and I'm the importer for the Western Hemisphere, because my son-in-law speaks Slovak, so we were able to get introduced to him, and I'm the guy that sells them over here. So it's more intense, and it's more direct, and it's more brain and blood and stuff like that.
So anything that goes through here goes right directly into the brain. It doesn't
Correct.
have to go through a whole lot of.
That's right. So if you look at the Violite one, the Violite one is bent like this. It goes right here. So it's not, it doesn't do brain bio at all. It does blood, because the septum is what you want to hit. So we have the red one for the blood and the infrared one for the brain. And it really opens up. This is the main drainage of the lymphatic system right here. And then it go down to the deep cervical lymphatic vessels. So pad here, this here, and this here, and everything goes.
Does it connect to this in any way, shape, or form?
No. Everybody's on their own right now.
How much does the nasal one cost?
$7.99.
$7.99. That's very expensive.
Compared to what? First month in a nursing home?
No, it's very expensive compared to the BioLite.
Well, it's 2 probes for the price of 1, and it's totally adjustable.
And
So
is this one like a thalamus, pad? Is this one what is that?
it's a body pad. Let me show you the website so I can share.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you the website. Okay.
I need water.
No, you get cold. You're in New York. You should have a wig anyway, just to stay warm.
Oh, I've got everything in here.
So this is the new helmet.
Uh-huh.
This is the new helmet. This is a mini pad. All right. So that fits everywhere.
Goes around the throat.
Anywhere. And then this is the intranasal device. Okay. Goes up the nose. It's a straight shot. You see? See, there you have it. So it doesn't wiggle around. It goes straight. That's all. Very good. So there's that one. And let's go here. Where's the second one? And the mini pad This is the new helmet.
It's a kitty.
Well,
the
it's not
kid.
really that they're going to change that. We just switched everything because we sold out of everything. What a deal. This is a good deal.
What, is there one for children?
Yes, it's made for the kitty pad. The kitty pad is these four put together into one pad. So there's the infrared and there's the red. And this is a mini pad. This is what you could get one of those for the neck, shoulder, anywhere that hurts, you put this on.
I'm asking about for children.
Let me show
What-
it to you. Let me show it to you.
Okay, okay.
Let me show
That's
you
what-
the kitty pad. It's the
I mean-
same as yours, but it has about, I think about half of the diodes because we want to reduce the power. Let me just get this here. I'll show you the kitty pad.
Is it- Update specs kitty cat.
It's the new one. There's the kitty pad.
Oh, it looks exactly the same.
No.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
No?
No.
Oh, it's
this
got
one.
fewer.
Uh-huh. It's smaller. Let's see
Uh-huh.
if this one says it. See, that's how many pads it has.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4 rows, where I think yours has 6 or 8 rows. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But this is if I'm putting light onto a child's brain, I want to go low, and then we can always add more.
Right.
Remember, when we made that helmet, it was 42 times more powerful than anything that had been used on a human before. So not 42%, 42 times. So we were a little bit, what's going to happen?
Right.
Right. So I've always, Hippocratic oath that I took, it says the first do no harm. So that's the whole thing. We try to go slow, and I think that's a good methodology, even today.
Right. Okay. All right, I've got a better idea about it. I would think that you could put your hands in here if you were having neuropathy in your hands.
Well, I have a mini pad that looks like a glove that you can put it in there, and it works very well. And if you want me to, I'll do the specs so you can put it for your elbow. I slide it all the way up. I put it on my ankle. My wife would jump and rope, and she got a little plantar stuff. I use that a lot, and I will. If you tell me, just email me. I'll make you 1 or 2 of those, because you know what I mean. When people have neuropathy or bad tingly toes, that it's in their hands too. So you have to kind of treat a lot, like feet, legs, hands. And I got a new pad for neuropathy that will treat the whole leg, and I'm very excited about that. So that was my whole deal, the neuropathy stuff. So I like to help people with that.
Okay. Thank you. We've gone over, but thank you very much. Send me that link so I can listen to people.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
read a lot on neuro, on all of this, and I do a lot. I do a lot.
I do.
So, okay. So glad to meet you. Thank you for the helmet.
My
I will
pleasure.
now do it tonight and see what happens.
Excellent.
Okay. All right.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Be
Thank
well.
you.
Be better.
Bye-bye. You too.